Bitch, I'm in the
movie and World's True Crime. Go over there to the Deluxe Edition Network and check those out, as well as many other podcasts.
Well, let's bring in our first guest, or our guest,
Our only guest.
Yes, actually. His name is Landon Harvey. He is a very, very good ventriloquist, or puppet master.
Yeah, he is the puppet master. I agree with that.
Let's bring in it.
Hey guys,
Landon, what's happening?
Hey, how's it going? Happy to be here.
We were a little nervous when you first popped in. We were counting down the seconds of the whole, seeing how long.
Yeah, it gets busy. I got a jackalope and an old man and a zombie on my hands, so things get quite hectic over here. But we're happy to make it work. Happy to be here.
I'm happy to have. I'm sorry, Brian. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm very happy to have you as our first guest of our premiere episode. It's our very first show, and I was happy that you said yes because I've been watching you since the pandemic.
Sure.
I had nothing else better to do. I started watching TikToks thanks to my kids. So
thanks, yeah.
And then I found you, and I was like, oh my God. I mean, you do it without even, you can't even tell how you're doing it.
I'm pretty sure he's got a what do they call those people in the background? A shadow puppeteer, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Give him a little bit of credit there.
It's fun. I get that comment. I was on a live stream the other night, and the guy we were talking to thought that there was someone underneath the puppet operating. So every once in a while, I'll break the ventriloquism just to prove that it is me doing the voice. And then it really messes people up because they're like, how are you lip syncing with the puppet? It's hilarious. Yeah. No,
you're very, very, very good at what you do. And what are you up to on followers right now on TikTok?
Oh, we're at over 1.1 million right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations for that.
Yeah. Almost, I was counting it tonight, almost 100 million views collectively on I have all these different hashtags for the characters and myself. And yeah, it's been a wild race since 2019 when we joined, but it's been fun. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, when I first started watching, I was like, oh, I wonder what he would be like, next to, some of these other ones that, ventriloquist to the ads, shit, puppet masters. Yeah, we'll just start calling
masters. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. But it was like, watching Darcy Land, watching Jeff Dunham. Those are the two major ones that you hear of mostly.
Sure.
I mean, of course, the Darcy Lynn was one of the youngest American Got Talent winners. I was like, wow, when she won. But watching you, it was like, you don't even see your lips move, any of it,
Well, you're not supposed to. I think that's the
yeah. That's how I'm doing my job is the lips aren't moving and the puppet's entertaining enough where that's what you focus on. Because even if the lips are moving, you got the puppet moving more. So it's like, where are you going to divert your attention? But
Well, we got a lot of questions lined up for you, and I don't think we're going to kind of go in order and read off of a piece of paper. I think we just want to let you.
I told you that I told you it wouldn't work that way. So, I mean, first off, let's tell some of the listeners that don't know who you are. When did you first start?
I started ventriloquism when I was 6 years old, and I'm 22 currently. It's been quite a while of this. It's been turned something that was a hobby that turned into something that got out of hand. And then back in 2017, I started building puppets, and now I build puppets for the occasional client worldwide, and I perform them on shows around town and on TikTok. So it's been neat, really neat being able to connect with different people and try new characters. The whole TikTok thing started because I wanted to try new material, and I was going to these open mics, and I realized that waiting till midnight and going up there and doing like 3 jokes, because by the time you get the trunk and you pull the puppet out and put the puppet away, you got like 2 jokes. I'm like, there's got to be a quicker way of trying new material. Then I started doing the live streams, and I was able to, ad-lib and try new things for like an hour and a half with, a plethora of puppets. And I have all this stuff around me that's branded, and I can kind of create my environment, which was amazing. And I don't have to stay up till midnight because I edit and I do all the other stuff for my brand. And I like to, chill and turn on Disney Plus or whatever in my free time. So it just kind of started that way, and now I'm evolving, and now we're gonna start figuring out a tour and just kind of build from there. Take our TikTok audience and bring it out.
That's really
cool. Do you have a if you ever went on tour, would you who would you want to go on tour with?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I've gotten a lot of comments saying there should be like a mega ventriloquist show where like you're on a tour with Dunham, and that would be fun. But I think Dunham and I are almost too close as ventriloquists, so I think it might be not a variety enough for a pairing. But Dunham would be fun. Terry Fader would be. I love Terry Fader. He headlines at the New York in Las Vegas, and he won season 2 of America's Got Talent. I built puppets for him, and he's a friend, so that would be really cool. But I think overall, I'd love to go on tour with my puppets and the guys that I'm working on now, because there's so much material that I haven't, that I've written, that I've been working on, that has not seen the light of day, that I'm excited to try out.
And you're really quick at what you do. I mean, I watched you on Omegle, and talking to people just randomly, and how you just pop stuff off so quickly. I just thought it was super fantastic. I was like, oh my God, this guy's hysterical. And I say guy, and I'm like, oh my God, he's young. I thought, honestly, Landon, I thought you were like 16, 17.
Yeah. I was probably when I did those videos. That was a while ago. And I still get requests for those, because those are some of my most watched stuff on YouTube, or the puppet Omegle. We do a thing on there called Roast or Toast, and puppet messes with the person or whatever. So it's always fun. And it's got the reaction video element to it, which is what people love too. They love to see like, how is the person going to react to the puppet? And we'll do puppet jump scares where I hide the puppet and then I bring it in, and they love all that. So we're bound to create more of those in the future too.
Yeah, I was sitting there watching you. I was going through some of your old ones, and then I just happened to run through one that I think you were. It was your drunk puppet. I think it was. My wife was asking me what the hell's going on. I was like, because I was laughing my ass off, and I go, you have to watch it, and she was like, oh, okay. It was just funny. I was just laughing my ass off.
Now, Mark said something here, and I just want to clear the air on this. Mark, you keep saying puppet, and I'm pretty sure that you have to call them mannequin Americans. Is that right, Landon?
That's how the joke goes, right? Yeah. I mean, nowadays you can't be too sure. My HR guy is a zombie, so I'm not sure it's that bad to call them puppets, but no, I call it puppets. Dummy. Typically, the puppet is like the kind of Muppety, kind of soft foam type character, and then the dummy is the actual like classical wooden puppet with the control stick that is what creeps everyone out. But and I've got one of those too, and I've done some Omegle videos with that, and yeah, that's always a whole different thing to do, and it's nice to have the blend.
Was that one of your first ones? One of the wooden puppets?
He was, yeah. Because when you begin ventriloquism, you start off with, I started off with a little Mortimer Snurd dummy, which was based off Edgar Bergen's famous character, and those are created at mass, and so you start doing shows with that, and then you're like, I want a professional ventriloquist figure. So then you get I had a guy in Arizona create me one. Off of his catalog, and that was Scooter, and I used Scooter for many years, and then I realized that I need characters that were more of my own design and were more specific to my brand and where I was kind of wanting to go with things. Typically, when you start out as a ventriloquist, you have these, everyone starts out with like the little happy little boy puppet that is like the smart aleck, and you kind of have to vary from that. Dunham even had one of those for a while, and he had a couple different variations of the hard figure, and eventually that turned into Peanut. So the closest thing I have to that today is Jackie, who people say reminds him of Peanut, but then you go before Peanut, and you've got Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy. So you have that. There's always been that dynamic. Even Darcy Lynn and her character Petunia. That's the female version of that foil. So it's an interesting, and this is just speaking from a, if you look for the trends in history, it's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, and you guys are creating a lot of really cool history right now too. So I applaud you for that, sir.
Oh, thanks.
You're doing something a little bit different too. Not only are you a ventriloquist, but you're an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You draw your characters.
I do.
And then I heard that you make your characters, and I watched you in your shop with the foam and getting on your phone to get you some reference ideas. And I think that was with Bill when you put Bill together, or revamped Bill, I should say.
Yeah, I call it the rebuild, but yeah, he's I'm working on a new version of him, and it's more exaggerated, more in your face, and it's still the head. That's all I've gotten on it, because I have to dye the fleece, and then I have to work on the body, and I'm torn with performing and editing and doing all this other stuff, and then I have other builds for clients, but eventually he'll be done, hopefully before summer, and I'll be able to start using him and bringing him to my audience. But every once in a while I'll revamp, because I learn a lot, and I'm trying to get, I think for myself, I'm trying to get it to a certain level where I'm really happy with it. I met that with Jackie recently. I'm really happy with the way he looks after I redid his antlers. And so I'm just kind of trying to do that with Bill and some of my other characters. That way my brand's more consistent and the characters are defined and recognizable.
How many characters do you got all together?
Oof. I say 5. I've got Bill the Zombie, Jackie the Jackalope. I've got the Maggot, which kind of counts as her own thing, that she lives in Bill's head. I've got Mervin and Patty, and I've got a couple dog puppets that are kind of background characters. I've got a dog named Biscuit and then a dog named Muffin.
I absolutely love Biscuit. I absolutely love Biscuit. Biscuit's a good boy.
Yeah. Where's the biscuit? Yeah, that's great. He's he was fun. I was shocked. That actually shocked me how much people loved that puppet, because I thought it would be like a throwaway character that I'd bring out and do a little thing with, and people like request him all the time. And there's not much to him, and it's hard to think of that many dog jokes once you've done them all. But he remains a staple within the lineup. So I'll have to find some way to wiggle him into my actual live show.
It's really cool.
So how do you come up with the voices?
Oh, how do I come up with the voices? It varies for each puppet. I have a good friend named Bob Rumba, who is a fellow ventriloquist, and he can do like certain cartoon voices, like on the money. And so he's usually the guy I go to when I say, I have this character in mind, but I need a voice for it. Or in Jackie's case, the Jackalope, I had this voice that I could do. I was kind of like this. How's it going? And we kind of decided throughout this trial and error. Originally, it was going to be a guy in like a duck costume, and then we went through a couple different ideas, just kind of, shooting the shit. And he said, "What if it was a jackalope? I've never seen a jackalope done before." And I go, well, "What is that?" And it's like this weird creature with antlers. And I go, "It's kind of hard to relate to, and it's kind of a challenge, because when you bring out a puppet, you want people to relate to it immediately. And if it's a jackalope, how do you do that?" Well, I added essences of my cousins who are ADHD, and they're kids, so they've got all these references, and that's what Jackie is. He's like a kid. But in terms of the voice, I watch a lot of cartoons. I watch the Muppets a lot. I watch Muppets cartoons. I study people. Sometimes I'll just scroll through TikTok and I'll go, "That guy's hilarious. That's a puppet right there." Or I love that lady looks ordinary, but the voice she has is so specific, and I'll just save it to my favorites or whatever, and I'll go back when I need inspiration and I've got the voice. With Jackie, I had this voice, but then over time, performing him on TikTok, because this was back when TikTok was like 15 to 30 seconds, and so I had to do the videos quicker. Yeah, I had to do the videos quicker and get to the joke faster. So his voice from here, it went quicker, and then his voice got quicker over time, and then that kind of defined his character a little bit more, and he was a little bit more ADHD and in my face, and so that's kind of an interesting thing, how you can start with a voice and then how it can morph over time.
And what's crazy is you're doing this with your mouth closed the entire time. Yes. I've tried to do this just to freak people out in the store, and I'm not good at it. But I watch you and I'm just like, man, I'm mesmerized by the stuff that you really do. And do you do that? Do you go to the store and you'll be walking behind somebody and be like, "Oh, look, she did it. Oh, she's shoplifting," something like that?
I haven't, because I always figured if I'm going to do that, I'm going to film it. So maybe one of these days I will do that. I have, however, I've taken Jackie and Bill on separate occasions to the store just to film TikToks, and the looks I get are hilarious. I took Bill in a Kroger once, and that was very funny. So I'll do out and about stuff with the puppets every once in a while, and we're based in the Frisco, Texas area, and because I've got the puppet with me, people recognize me. Hey, you're from TikTok and this and that. So it's always fun to meet up with friends and that type of thing. We did a Christmas thing back in Grapevine a year ago and filmed a bunch of stuff, and that kind of occurrence happened.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
We have a question, and we're going to actually take this one from Brian's daughter. She asked, will Landon be on American's Got Talent one year?
Oof.
Is that something that you want to do, first of all?
Yeah, two good questions. Probably, eventually. I keep saying that. I know I'd have a lot of people's support. I'm trying to reach a certain confidence in myself before going on there, because what you go on there with has to be very specific, and you have to, I've auditioned in the past as a kid, and they know my name, and it turns out when you audition for America's Got Talent, whether you make it or not, they keep a file on you. So I was talking to a casting producer, and they're like, yeah, we've got this file on you, and it's, notes on why you didn't make the cut. And well, that's fascinating. Well, what's the reason?
Tell me.
And she, yeah. And this is the first time I'm saying this live, so here we go. This will be a fun clip. The reason was, and this was when I was like 15 or 16 that I auditioned. I was called to audition the first year. And they said, well, the problem was that you were I walked in, okay, I had my hair like really slicked. It looked like a Lego piece. I walked in, I was like 15. I was this chubby little kid with a puppet that was bigger than he was. And I walked in there, I was wearing this purple vest, crazy. I walked in there and they're like, the problem is we wanted to see you as like a normal boy. And then also that I had this talent and you were too like showbiz Landon. That's what she told me. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. I was that young and I really wanted to make a good impression. So I was like, it's not till later that you kind of figure out who you are, and, you can kind of figure out more of, I don't even know, like, you don't have to necessarily be that cookie cutter, I guess, kind of person. And I was thinking that I had to put on a vest and, wear this smile and be the chipper stereotype to the puppet. And it wasn't until later that I realized that this is kind of the image that works for me and works for my characters. So eventually I'll audition for the show. Probably I'm going to give it probably a year or two.
Okay.
And we'll see where I'm at with that. But Bill's probably bound to make an occurrence and some other special stuff that's in development.
Gotcha. You said you're from Texas. You're 22. Mm-hmm. Besides being a ventriloquist, have you worked? Are you working currently? What do you do besides TikTok? Or is it TikTok?
Besides TikTok, well, I do a lot of social media for people. So I help build websites and I give people brand advice and social media advice and that kind of thing. And then when I'm not doing that, or when I'm not performing and when I'm not editing or building my own brand, I build puppets for people. So I do the occasional, people want it as an art piece or for their collection, or they're a full-time ventriloquial performer and they want a custom puppet. So they come to me and they see my work and they go, this is the idea I have. And we do a sketch, we do a couple variations till they're happy with it. And then I start knocking it out. And then within a month or a month and a half, they've got a custom puppet.
That's awesome.
And I've never actually had a real job.
There's nothing wrong with that. You found a niche market and it's working for you. Stick with it, because you're, like I said, you're super awesome. We love watching you.
Oh, thanks.
I know that there's a ton of people out there that love watching.
Now, the puppet you made for of Peanut, Cashew is his name.
Right.
Now
that
was an interesting one, because I was going to ask, how long did that one take you to make?
I've never done a replica before. So when I made my version of Jeff Dunham's Peanut, it took probably over a month. And probably then some, because I had to dye the fleece and find the right fur. And when you're trying to match something like that, it comes down to every detail. So it took a while, a lot of reference Google photos and inspection.
So do you and Jeff talk? I mean, was this something that you had to get permission to do?
No, I did it without his permission. I'm the bad boy of ventriloquism. I just kind of did it, and it
good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask for forgiveness. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I posted the video where I did the impression of Peanut and I had the puppet, but I explained why I built it, and I think that's important too, especially in entertainment. Is like, what's the intent behind it? Mm-hmm. And I had this extensive medical history, and Dunham was the first ventriloquist I saw on TV, and I was inspired by him. And I remember the effect his comedy had on me, and how it brought me out of my situation from having to stay weeks in a hospital bed. And when I realized that I could do that for people, it was like game changer. So he's been a big inspiration on me, as well as Dennis Lee, who's a ventriloquist that does a lot of school shows. He was the first ventriloquist I saw live. Terry Fader, David Strassman, all those greats. Yeah.
Terry Fader, he was the one that was just on American Got Talent.
Yeah, well, he had won before, right?
Well, yeah, he had won before, but he went back on because they wanted to do the best of, and he didn't make it past the first round because they had some other acts that, he was really good. I mean, he just wanted to come back just to have fun, he said.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to embarrass one of my daughters because, I want to. My daughter, she's 23, so I can do this. I won't say her name, otherwise she'll. Yeah. I won't say her name. I mean, Brian can, but I won't say her name because she said that she'll unsubscribe to my channel. But I showed her who you were, and she says, "Oh, he's cute." I said, "Yeah, okay, I'll tell him that." I said, "But I think he's taken." And she goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, I believe I've seen one." And she was like, "Oh, darn it."
So is that true? That are you taken?
You gotta let
spot or no.
The hot goss. It's kind of TBD. I'm talking to this person. She's real. She's not a puppet. It's not one of my other personalities. We've been talking for a little while, and the biggest question I get from my followers is, does she know what you do? Yeah, she knows. She knows about the puppets. She didn't know about me before, so that's pretty cool. Because everyone says that, you're like, oh, well, she's not a fan or anything, crazy like that. But yeah, I'm talking to someone outside of myself, which is refreshing.
Fantastic.
That's good. What was the other one that we had? See, I did like what you did earlier today when you made the little TikTok for us, talking shit. And then I don't think people realize that it is talking shit.
Uh-huh.
But we just wanted to do it differently, just to appeal the people that might get offended.
Right. Right.
I was like, oh, why not? And I was like, okay. When I was listening to it, I was like, oh, wow. So we're going to start calling the people that are on here, you're the shit.
Love it. That's fantastic.
Well, you created that for us, so we appreciate that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Happy to.
Landon, let's talk a little bit real quick. You're 22. When did you graduate?
2019.
2019. Your alma mater?
No, I graduated high school. I never went to college.
Didn't go to college. Okay, so your high school alma mater. Which one?
Yes.
Was that? What high school did you go to?
Oh, Lone Star in Frisco.
Big shout out to Lone Star High School. And your mascot?
Yes. It's God. We had two of them. I don't know why. It was Riot and Rally, which are like two cowboy characters.
And you didn't think to make a puppet for the.
I would have made the mascot. They didn't pay me, so high schools don't have that puppet money, so it's not very lucrative. But
ours was a panther.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, it wasn't nice watching the sports teams when we were in school.
we had some ups and downs in high school, I think, Mark. But listen, we're old now, so we can talk about that some other time.
Oh yeah.
I got another question.
Sure.
This one was from one of the guys I work with, and he wanted to know, who is your idol? Who do you idolize?
I don't have idols. I have people that inspire me, but I try to stay away from having an idol because they usually disappoint you.
So that's true. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah. I've gotten to meet a lot of the big people, and a lot of them, a lot of them are nice. Some of them aren't so nice. Some of them are, up there, and they're very territorial, and so they're guarded, and they've got their own agenda. And I learned that early, and it's given me an interesting perspective on how I want to form my career and inspire, and I take that with me every day.
Awesome. Keep inspiring people too, because I think that you
Absolutely.
are inspiring a new generation as well. I'm sure that you've got a lot of younger talent out there that's going to come right behind you, and they're going to say, I learned this from watching Landon.
And it's so bizarre because I don't have all the answers yet. I mean, I'm still trying to pave my way. So it's weird that you've got, I've got fans and people that I inspire, and that's a byproduct of just me trying to figure out my own path. It's crazy, but I really appreciate it, and fans mean everything.
And Brian, your daughter's back on here asking to see if Landon has any special guests going to be joining him.
I do. You guys ready?
We're ready.
All right. You ready? Come here. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Yeah, this is exciting. Yeah, this is talking. Right. Yeah, we're shit talkers. Right, can I say that? Or right. Don't believe
Jackie,
it.
Jackie, you can say whatever you want. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, thank you. My ear is my ear's messed up. Yeah, sorry about that. Fix it. There we go. I need duct tape. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's exciting. Look at this. All right, okay, back up. All right. I like it here. Yeah, we have fun. I know. Yeah, we did a live stream earlier talking about this. We're going to be on here. And now we're here. Yes. Yeah, yes.
We appreciate you joining us, Jackie.
Oh, well,
this is the Landon interview, so.
Well, okay, he can shut me up. He knows how to do that. Right, yeah. I'm sure this is the first time they've had a jackalope on here, and this is the first time they've had a guest. Oh, look at that! Yeah,
that's right.
2 for 2. Yeah, cool.
You two are our first guest ever.
Wow.
So we did get 2 guests. You were right, Mark.
Oh, yeah, technically.
It's like a 2 for 1. Right.
So, Jackie, I got a question.
Okay.
Where did you graduate high school?
Oh, in Wyoming. Really? I was actually homeschooled in a hole. Yeah. Whole-schooled. Right.
You were wholesome.
Very wholesome. Yeah, it's wholesome education. Right. Yeah. And I don't know a lot, but tell them what's in your head. Your hand. Okay. Hey-o. All right, that's enough. Yeah, but Landon and I met each other a couple of years ago. Yeah, and we've been working together since.
So is Landon your best friend, your confidant? What is Landon to you?
Hey, what am I to you? He's my business associate. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Kip is my best friend, but he has an imaginary friend named Kip. I do. Yeah, we're tight.
Oh.
And we talk a lot. Sure. Yeah, and sometimes about Landon behind his back, right? Or in my case, to the side of his back, right? It's usually where I am. Right? But we have fun, right? And Jackie's also close with Bill. Yeah, the zombie. Yeah, because we're both kind of like mythical creatures, right? He's dead. I'm with antlers, right? So we've got that in common. We're both squares, right? We both have to do with Landon, yeah, and his right hand. That's enough. Okay. You fix my ear? Yeah, hold on. Fix it. I have his. Here's a puppet building thing. I've got. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's I redid his antlers recently, and so they have to be screwed in, and his ears do too, so they stay stable. And I unscrew him when I put him away, because it's like a travel thing. There we go. Now I got more bounce. Yeah.
Little puppet surgery.
Little puppet surgery. Yeah, Operation Puppet. Great. I got to try to say that without moving your lips. Yeah, exactly.
Landon, one of your videos, you talk about how you pronounce letters without moving your lips. So P's are T's, is that right?
Well, that's like what all the courses teach you is they teach the letter substitution. So, if you said Peter Piper, you'd say Beater Viper, Viper, or it's like some like letter substitution. Do you do that still? Not really. And it's interesting because I'm working on this course called Ventriloquist University, and in the university we have a beginner's course that I'm working on, and I'm having to go back and go, how did I learn this anyway? Because I've been doing this for so long that I don't really do the letter substitutions. I just found a way that works with my tongue. Excuse me? I found a way that I can position my tongue, that works for ventriloquism. Okay, you got there, right? Yeah, and so it's I bounce the front of my tongue off the back of my two top front teeth, and it's just the repetition and the practice that allows me to say the difficult words. But typically, when you learn ventriloquism, they teach you to do like letter substitutions, right? So it's easier and it tricks you, yes. But sometimes it does not trick the audience, right? As Landon has found out. Mm-hmm. Right. There was many puppets before me. It was. Yeah. It was.
And there's nothing. Listen, there's nothing wrong with failure because your failure is only going to make you better. And if you don't try, you don't even know, right?
Yes,
that's true.
Very true. Yeah.
So that's what we tell. My wife owns a business, and I keep telling my wife, "Hey, listen, you got to try this. If you don't try it, you don't know that you'll succeed because you didn't try."
Absolutely.
So
yeah, Landon tries a lot of jokes that fail. Yeah, but sometimes
that's all right.
You succeed. Yeah.
That's right. You fail, you get back up, you start over, you do it again. Right? You
exactly.
succeeded as you succeeded. So.
Oh yeah.
So Jackie.
Kinda.
So Jackie, how old are you?
Oh, good question. Yeah. Well, my response to the ladies is I'm as old as you need me to be. You're right. Hell, but I don't really know. I don't really know that. No, I give him. I say he's got the mindset of a toddler, a lot like a kid, right? But I play him older. If that makes sense, right? So we can talk about anything, and sometimes it is anything, right? Yeah. Keeps it fun. You never know where I'm gonna go. What's going to happen with my ear? You really got to fix this. I'll fix it after. Okay. Jeez. You believe this, kid? All right. Calm down.
Guys, I want to share something real quick, if I may. Let me try something real quick, and then I'm gonna see if we can poll the audience here and see what happened. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Let's try this.
This is all new for us, so.
This is all new for us, so bear with us.
Sure.
Boom. Let's see what's happening here.
Just a little support. That's all I ask. From the nipple. Gary! Focus. Good. Wait, hold on.
You got volume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Positioning my butt. Oh, that's disgusting. Too much air pressure. Was that a quick no? I don't know what that was. Why did you do that? I don't know. Why did I make that noise? I don't know. Do it again. Do it again. That's hilarious. Do it again. No, this is stupid. Do it. Yeah, do it quickly. Do it quickly. 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 All aboard! This is the Polar Express. You done? Sounds like an Ozzy Osbourne track. Going off the rails on a crazy train. Okay, can we just get this on with? Like, can we get this over with? Oh yeah, sure. Okay, no. I have to tilt it to the water with my mouth. What? I have to tilt it. You gotta tilt the nipple? Jackie, sorry. Oh, they should have to pay to see this. Are you done? Come on. Oh shit!
I'm not sure who that was more fun for, us or you, Landon.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you know that I was not expecting it to squirt that way. Neither was I. No, and so that was I have no words. Yeah, that was not fun. No, I had to brush Jackie off of that. But I build the puppets, so I can kind of be cruel with them. Yeah, I've thrown Jackie in the snow. I've had him.
I saw that
skydive. All kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah.
So what was in the bottle, Jackie?
I still don't know. And my fur is still sticky. I think it was Gatorade. Yeah, maybe. Well, or vodka,
have you ever...
right?
Vodka's not sticky. Have you ever told a joke that it was so funny that you cracked up laughing and you just had to just completely stop?
Who, me or Landon?
Both of you.
Oh, you know what? I can't remember what it was, but I probably have on the live streams because I just give in to his intrusive thoughts. Yeah, and I just say anything on there with the puppets. So because they're not really scripted, I just improvise on them. So like that clip you saw of me just laughing at myself. I wasn't expecting the water. I've never done a test of the squirt with the water or anything. I'm just trying to amuse myself and the people in the process, right? So every once in a while, I'll come up with a great joke on the spot. I think I did tonight. We did a quick live, and I came up with a couple of pretty good jokes. So it happens from time to time. Or I'll get like that situational thing with the water bottle. Like that might turn into a bit that I put in my live show.
I thought it was a great bit. I really enjoyed that. I laughed as hard as you did when Jackie took it right to the eye. Sorry, Jackie.
Thanks for putting it like that. Yeah. Showing the live webcam footage of me taking it to the eye, Brian. Jeez.
The snow one was my favorite. One of my favorites.
The snow, the snow one, yeah. People really enjoyed that. With where it kind of cuts from me to the puppet and Jackalope, right? Whatever. And I'm probably gonna end up doing a Kardashian spoof with me and the guys on what it's like to live with me and what it's like for me to live with them, and where it's talking heads and different scenarios. I think would be really funny. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You could have your own TV series or TikTok series if you'd like, and just call it In My Head, and then do puppets. I mean, or my crazy roommates, because I mean, geez Louise.
Yeah, my roommate's a zombie is pretty out there. Yeah.
Yep. Landon, what do you want to talk? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mark. I was going to ask Landon what he wanted to talk about too.
Do you still have
Chip? Oh my gosh. Have who?
Chip. Your
Chip.
Chips Ahoy? Yeah, your very first puppet.
Chips Ahoy. I do. He's in a box somewhere in my attic. But I still have him. Yeah. The story behind that was the first puppet I ever received, and my dad, who travels for work, brought me back this pirate puppet that I named Chips Ahoy after the cookie snack, because that was big when I was a kid. I thought that was hilarious. I was 6, so cut me a break. But I still have him. I did show and tell shows with him, and then I had him, did a lot of every pirate joke you could think of, and then retired him. So he's in a box somewhere along with some of the other.
That must be some of the earlier TikToks, because I haven't run across those.
Oh, he never made it to the internet. That was a puppet I had. Yeah, no, that was a puppet I had when I was like from 6 to 10. I used him through those years, okay. And I started TikTok when I was 19. So, yeah,
I only know about Chip because of what was it, Sunday? I was watching one of it, and they were talking about Chip, and that's how I know.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. So let me ask you, before Jackie was a jackalope.
Yes.
Was he originally Jackie? Were you born a bunny?
Oh, was I born a bunny? Oh, it sounds like a TLC show. Were you? No. I was always supposed to be a jackalope. Right. Yes. And he was based off of a couple different I was talking to my friend Bob Rumba, who's been a mentor to me and helped me with all these voices and come up with funny characters and ideas. And he's like, he should be a combination of Bugs Bunny, Roger Rabbit, and Brer Rabbit from Song of the South, and in his design. So that's kind of how we decided on the different fur colors and everything. And Jackie was the jackalope. He's gone through a couple different antler. He's had his antlers done recently. I have seen them. They're really nice. Yeah. He's had his antlers done a couple different times and some cosmetic things to make him look better as I got better at puppet building. But this is the only version I have of Jackie, the only puppet, and he was created as a jackalope. So there he is. Yes, eventually I'll have to create a backup, because when you perform with the soft puppets, you have to have a couple duplicates of the puppets. Puppet dupe, right? Yes. To have his backup in case something happens to one of them, or if you're flying, you're going somewhere, and you need to have one back at home, or for whatever reason, right? So eventually, there will be another version of him and copies and all that fun.
So you're
busy
going to
stuff.
Clone Jackie, is what you're telling us.
Exactly. Which is going to be a challenge in itself. Yeah, it will be. So.
Well, Jackie, you look great.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I did my hair for this. Yeah. Took forever. Hey, nice. Oh.
So I'm sorry, Landon. I was going. I wanted to see if there was anything specific that you would like to talk about.
Just the ventriloquist university. I mean, I've been working a lot on that, and that's what we've gotten a lot of demand for over the past couple of years while we've been doing the live streams and the shows is, where can I learn to do ventriloquism, and, do you have any courses out? And I really just didn't want to do like a Patreon or kind of like a basic course and throw it out there all willy-nilly, right? No, you wanted to do it right, and get it scheduled, right? And I figured, I'm 22, I know a decent amount about ventriloquism, and I could kind of teach it, but what would be the best way to go about this? So I created this online academy called Ventriloquist University, where I interview my idols in the art, and they become professors for an hour. And so there's different lectures on different markets, school shows, cruise lines, Vegas. Terry Fader is going to be part of Ventriloquist University. We've got all these great performers that have made this their life performing ventriloquism. And we start you off from beginner and then all the way to finding the right market and writing for that. And it's been a really neat journey, and we've gotten a lot of amazing people on board, and now we're just editing stuff and filming a couple more segments, and then we should be ready in April to release it. And the idea is that over each year we add multiple pieces of content onto the university so that it's continually building and growing in value for our viewers and our students.
Oh, we got a comment, Jackie.
Hey! Axia!
Viewers.
I don't know how to pronounce her name. She follows us on TikTok, yes, and she's always commenting, and she probably will end up being a moderator because she's always tuning in. Yes, so thanks for tuning in, and thank you for spelling my name correctly with 15 E's. Yes.
You also actually have another follower watching right now. She actually is your fan page runner, Kimberly. Is it Saniga? For
Seguenza, I think.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So you know this person, so they didn't just hack your accounts and say, "Hey, you know what? We're just gonna pretend like we're Landon."
No, not yet. Kemi's a friend. She was the first person that reached out and wanted to have my permission to. Are you tongue-tied? A little bit. Okay. She wanted to have my permission to run a fan page. And so she runs our fan page on Instagram. And Drake Venting is a fan of mine, and he's a fantastic ventriloquist. He started recently, and he's doing great. And he kind of looks like Landon when Landon was younger. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. Crazy. Yeah. So it's cool to see the friends I've made along the road and the people that I've inspired. And and you did pronounce it right. Yes, I get points. Yeah, nice. I got it. Yeah. Axia. Yeah, great. So there you go. Yeah. So Kemi and Drake are good fans, and Drake's been a very great fan and supporter, and Kemi has been fantastic, and she's always reposting the replays of Landon Up Late and just the different clips and coming up with funny puns that we can use to title our works. Yeah, she's great. Yeah, we love Kemi. Yeah, we do.
Cool. Hey, you mentioned something, Landon Up Late. You want to tell everybody what that's all about?
Landon Up Late is my live stream series on TikTok. So versus saying, I'm doing a live stream again. That crazy kid. Yeah. I call it Landon Up Late and structure it a little bit more like a show where people can tune in. And we do it at kind of late at night. It's around, 8 or 9 my time here in Texas. And we go live for an hour and we talk to different guests. And I tell people what I've been up to. And sometimes we make topical jokes. Sure. And then we post the replay for YouTube. And so the reason why that started.
It's not a PG segment, right?
It started off as one. Yeah, it started off as one, and then he got bored. Right. Yep. It's things get out of control. Right. It's puppets, improv, and toxic poison. Right. Yeah.
Puppets gone wild.
Exactly. Yeah. He got it. Yeah. Puppets
So
how
do you pick the people that come into the up all night? Your segment.
There is no vetting process whatsoever. Sometimes people request and we just accept them, and sometimes they're fantastic. They're great to riff on, and sometimes they just do this. They just sit there like they're watching TV, and they requested to be part of our video, and they just sit there. They don't even answer any questions, right? So it's really hard to work with that. Yeah, makes it difficult. It does. Yeah, but most of the time we get great people and fun people to talk to, and we riff about their job or what they're doing on TikTok. A lot of sus people on there. Yeah.
We had a ton of questions for you too. So that's why I was like, oh man, we only have an hour, and Mark and I wrote down a bunch of stuff, and I'm just like,
sure,
there's not a chance I'm going to ask all these questions.
We could do a rapid fire.
Yeah, I already, I told him when we first started, I said, we're not going to be able to ask all these questions. We're going to just, once we first start, you're going to throw all those questions out. You're going to just start saying stuff, off the top of your head.
Well, it is talking shit. So,
well, yeah.
At least you're on the brand, right?
We try to be.
Sure.
So here's one. Besides puppets, besides ventriloquism, do you have time for other hobbies? Do you enjoy doing anything else?
Ooh. Yes. What do you do outside of us? I do have. I have my hobbies all revolve around my art, which is kind of sad, and bizarre. I love drawing and I love sculpting, which goes into the puppet building thing. I write songs sometimes for fun. I like writing jokes a lot. So songs and jokes, I love figuring out. Words are a puzzle to me, so I love figuring out kind of where they go. I love going to the creek. We've got a creek near our house, and I love nature, and I love, in April we get these little hatchling turtles, and I love going to the creek and catching those with my mom and my sister. That was something that we used to do a lot. I have younger cousins that I hang out with a lot and allow me to stay relevant to what they're talking about, which is great because that's a segment of my audience. Amazing how you can relate that back to this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I hang out with them a lot, and they're fun. They're I think 8 and 10, right? Something like that. Yeah, it's a ballpark, right? And so they're fun to hang around, and I don't have any brothers. I have a sister, and she's only a couple of years younger than I am. So it's it's like having a younger brother. So it's fun to hang out with them, and that's mainly it. And then the puppet building. I always like to just experiment with different things and tinker in the shop and challenge myself with these builds and find different ways that I can help other people in my community, whether it be with their brand or giving them advice or doing things like this where I'm just sharing a little bit about me and guesting on fun episodes.
Yeah, it was fantastic that you said yes to coming on and helping us try to grow this podcast. I mean, this is something new for all of us here. Can Jackie sing us a song? Oh my!
What do you think this is? Sesame Street? No.
No.
Does Landon look like Darcy Lynn? I don't think so. And I'm not Petunia. No. Although I can fill out a dress. Right. No, I cannot sing a song. You have to pay for that. Right. We should get on Cameo. Yeah.
Cameo. So speaking of Miss Darcy, would you ever consider doing something with her?
Excuse me?
No. Okay, let me re-ask the question. Would you and Darcy team up with the puppets to do some type of show?
Oh.
Kind of like a back and forth kind of, skit on TikTok.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Up all night.
Oh, they're up all night. Well, I think I'm considerably raunchier than Darcy is. Yeah, I'd say so. Oh, yeah. Right. Or at least they are. My right hand men are, right. So I don't know. We will probably do a TikTok or something together if she's at our ventriloquist convention this year. She and I are friends. Really? Yeah. Okay. And if time permits and if she's there, we'll probably see if we can film something real quick.
That'd be awesome. I think a lot of people will like that. What do you think, Mark?
I think it'd be cool. When is the convention?
Oh, it is in July. It is venthavenconvention.com, and it is the world's largest gathering of ventriloquists. Yeah, it's all three of them. But there's more. Really? Yeah, it's usually averages over 700 ventriloquists. Wow. And they all get together in Kentucky. Great. Yeah. That's where our museum is, our ventriloquist museum, and they recently renovated it and rebuilt the entire thing. Right. The ground up. They did. And so Jeff goes every year, Dunham, and Darcy is usually there. And I've been going there since I won the Terry Fader Scholarship, because that allowed me to go my first year. And then I started building puppets, and I bring a couple of my custom puppets and I sell them there to ventriloquists and collectors, and they become my family. So I'm friends with a lot of people that go to that convention, and it's a very fun thing.
Did you hear that, Jackie? Every puppet has a price.
Yeah, I know, but I'm actually in the market for a new ventriloquist. Really, yes. I'm thinking Jeff Dunham because I like to travel, right? Or Darcy Lynn because she's younger, right? Or maybe, and she's got a smaller hand, right? Probably, I hope, right? Or Terry Fader because, Terry Fader because I can do impressions, right? So I'm glad that you've been considering other methods of employment. Yeah, well, you know.
Darcy will make you sing.
Sure.
For the right kind of money.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Everyone's got a price, right?
So, Landon, we'd love to see some of your art. I know you probably didn't think about, hey, I'm going to bring some art on board tonight. Unless you got something laying around, we'd love to see it.
Some art? Oh, I've got this. What? You? What? Yeah, I built Jackie. So he counts.
Well, sure. He does count. I was talking about some of your drawings because I hear that you're a really, really good artist.
Oh, well, I don't have any drawings. I don't have any near me of any drawings. But if you go to theoriginaldummy.com, I've got some sketches on there of puppet builds and different things that are approved before I start building the puppet, and that can kind of shows you the process, but it also shows you what my sketches look like. He does a lot of cartoony stuff. Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. You're a very, very talented young man. You sing, you write songs, you are a ventriloquist, you're a teacher to boot. I mean, come on. I mean, what can you not do? Can you tell us something?
But I sing comedically. All right, it's a caveat. Right, yeah. Which I love to eat with crackers. Right, that's caviar. Yeah. No, you know what? What can I not do? I'm really bad at math. Mathematics. I'm more of a creative than I am anything else. I love creating stuff. I can execute a vision. And I'm really kind of trying to double down on my strengths. I never went to college because I took a year of community college, and I realized I'm like, everyone in here is like trying to like kind of just figure out what they're here for, and I already know what my passion is, and I'm doing pretty well on TikTok. I mean, this was back in 2019, and I remember being in class, leaving to go to the restroom to check my analytics on TikTok, because every video hit 100,000 within seconds because no one was on the app, and I was doing my ventriloquism and my jokes and my puppet stuff. And that's how I was able to grow so quickly. So I was spoiled back then. But I realized that, you know, I tried really hard in the other subjects. I was always good in writing, and I still am. But I realized that I wanted to double down on my focuses and make this a full-time thing. And so it's been really neat to see that people enjoy it as much as I enjoy performing it, and that it's so well received. I could cry. Thanks.
What is your favorite clip or favorite thing that you've done so far? You know, like your favorite joke, or, you know.
Oh, you know, it would probably have to be, I've written a lot of funny jokes, and I have some bits I'm working on with Mervin, my senior citizen character. But and I really enjoy. But it would probably have to be an ad lib. I did this ad lib that's gone viral and is pinned on my TikTok right now called Pull Out Puppet. And it's pretty raunchy. It is, yeah. But it was in the moment, and I thought of it, and I just committed to the bit. And as odd as it is, that bit has levels to it, and I think that's really important. It's been something that I'm trying to replicate in my stage show, and that it's funny, it's serious, got some serious moments. It kind of it pokes fun at me and my awkwardness, your vulnerabilities, right? Yep. And at the same time, it's sad because I take my hand out of Jackie and I show you that it's all just it's a construct. Right? I'm not real now. Oh, and so it's a lot. It's like 5 minutes, but it went viral because it makes people want to watch it to the end. And I got a lot of interesting feedback in the comment section and shared a lot, and it's still climbing. So it's probably my favorite piece of content right now, just because I've learned a lot from it, and it's interesting to see how it's received by the public.
That was the first one I ever showed my wife.
Oh, wow. Well, that's great. What did she say?
She was like, you watch some of the weirdest stuff.
Oh, well, I'll take it as a compliment. Yep.
Oh, you trust me for her? Yes, that is a compliment.
Right, sure. Well, that's
your wife
great.
watches some of the weirdest stuff. I mean, let's think about this. Harry Potter, whatnot stuff. Yeah.
Oh, come on. You know, she's got to have her thing.
It's getting heated. Yeah.
Nah, hell.
So let's real quick. I know we're almost up on our time here, but your very first viral video. Did you know it was going to go viral? Did you set out to make it to where it was going to go viral, or were you just trying to reach a specific audience?
Oh, I don't think I had any intention on reaching a specific audience, and I still don't with any of my videos. It just kind of happens. I just kind of reach the audience that it reaches. I think my first viral video, that's such a good question. I don't even know what it is. It's probably something like, here's how to be a ventriloquist, or here's how to say the letter P or whatever. And it's always the videos that you don't expect to hit always do really well. Or at least they used to for me. So it was probably like how to say the letter P or something like that. And, it just kind of happened out of nowhere. And I was shocked by how many people really enjoyed it. Of course, back to when I joined TikTok, my first ever video, I was shocked when it hit like 10,000. And I was, I had 10,000. I think I had like something crazy, like 100,000 followers overnight. Like I woke up and I told my parents, I'm like, I've got 100,000 followers on TikTok, and they're like, what? And I'm like, I don't understand. And I kept refreshing because it was like every 10 minutes I gained another couple thousand followers. It was crazy how quickly I was growing, and I was just trying to capitalize on that. So everything was like, it was like a gold rush of content for me because I had outtakes on videos that I would still post and they would hit. So because there were so many people were less exposed to the TikTok app, and there were so many less content creators on there, and less ventriloquists, right, or puppets. Yeah, less competition in general, right, which is good. Yeah. So now we have to be more clever, and now we just take the the live streams and we cut them up and post those as content. Yeah.
And we're putting the word out there for you, young man. I think that you are hysterical. I love your content. I love your characters. Earlier we kind of hit on Biscuit. We got some feedback. Is that you, Mark, or me?
No.
What was that?
I had some feedback coming through. I apologize. We talked just briefly on Biscuit. I want to take just a second here, if I can, to try one more thing here. Bada bing, bada boom. And let people know who Biscuit is.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, what is this? That's your name. Ooh, that's good. Yeah. What's your question? Can you tell me something? Sure, what is it? Well, yeah. Who's a good boy? What? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? I'm assuming it's you. It is? Well, yeah. Ooh. Why? Well, a bunch of humans always keep petting me and asking me who a good boy is. And I never know the answer. I think you're the good boy. Yeah. Does that mean I get a biscuit? I wouldn't go that far.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I am not entertained. That was a video was a while ago. It's interesting what clips you decided to choose. Yeah, that was.
I was going to ask how old you were in that one.
I was probably like 19.
Okay, it's a couple of years.
Yeah.
And how is Biscuit now? Is he still a good boy, or
he is? Do you know? He's okay. Yeah, he's still frantic. Yeah, he's still looking for the biscuit. Like, yeah. I don't know if he'll ever find it. Now, we did do a video where he found one. Yeah, and then he fainted. Yeah. He's good. People love him. We bring him to live streams and have him interact with people, and we'll bring people in like this, and he'll bark at people and then do all of his tricks. Yeah. So people enjoy him. We try to bring him in every other live stream just to keep things fresh. Then it becomes like a carousel of puppets. Yeah. And I gotta rest my voice from time to time.
Do you ever get confused on what voice you're on? Like, has it ever? Oh, I'm supposed to do Biscuit's voice for this, and I'm not doing Biscuit. I'm doing Bill.
Yeah, I've heard. It's like I've spent so much time with them that they become like real parts of me, and it sounds so weird, but it is. Right. But that's never really happened. It has happened once, however. Because I had two puppets on both hands. I did a live stream with Jackie and Bill where they were talking, and then I had Maggie also talking, and so I think some of Bill's voice slipped into Jackie because I had them fighting and they were going back and forth so quickly that it's like it's when you're going fast back and forth that it's hard to keep track of who's who. As a ventriloquist,
I could assume.
Have you ever, just talking with somebody? Have you just and not had the puppets on your hand? Have you ever just started talking like them?
Oh, what, like talk to people as the characters?
Yeah.
I think I did it once on a live stream and it freaked people out, so I don't do it anymore. It's like seeing Seth MacFarlane do the Family Guy characters. You're like, that's cool, but like I'd rather just look at the cartoon. Like this is like seeing the wizard behind the curtain. I don't really want to.
Right.
I do it. I break the illusion every once in a while, but I'm surprised by how much people buy into the realness of the characters, and so I try to keep that alive for as long as I can. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Well, I guess we should let you go so you can go torture your. I wanted to say something, but a puppet, that'll be a good one.
Mannequin American.
Oh yes, Mannequin American.
Yeah. All that right hand man. Yep. Fellow
Landon, was there anything that you or Biscuit wanted to tell everybody? Is there anything coming up in your future, anything that you want people to know about?
Yeah, we're sending Biscuit to a kennel. No, that's not true.
Let me know which one. I'll go get them.
Being put up for adoption because we can't. We don't have the funds to feed them now. We've got posters we're selling right now. Landed Up Late posters. It's a Landed limited edition merch that we're doing on landonmerch.com, and we've got some fun designs coming up. So we're doing that. Instagram, Landon Venting, Instagram and Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok and Twitter, everywhere Landon Venting. And follow us there and stay tuned on what we're working on. We've got some fun stuff in the works, and it's only up from here. Really? Yeah, great.
Yeah, I might have to get one of those posters.
Oh, hey, nice.
We will reach out to you on say this website again, where you want people to go.
Oh, they can find out more about me on landonharvey.com, and you can check out my merch at landonmerch.com. Yes.
Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You guys know the handle. We have had the pleasure of speaking with Landon Harvey tonight at Landon Venting. Mark, I'm sorry I cut you off, buddy.
No. I was going to say it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
Oh, cool.
We've been doing that most of the hour.
Okay.
Landon, thank you so much for being our very first guest. We hope we did okay.
Absolutely. This was fun.
If not, give us a terrible review. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't do that.
all press is good press, right? Yeah.
Hey, tell people to just come watch us. You know, we need all the support we can get.
Sure. You want? We can do it now. Go check out the Talking Shttt Podcast.
I love it.
I approve this message. How was that? That was good. Was that good?
Thank you, Jackie. Good. We appreciate that. Thank you to Landon.
We're gonna use that as a cut. You know, promotion.
Thanks, guys. This is fun.
Thank you very much.
All righty.
Mark, you have to end it at some point.
No, I don't. I don't have to end nothing.
I know. What a shame. I love that kid. He is so good, man. He is really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
He's fantastic. If our audience, I mean, if we're only reaching a small audience and they have not seen Landon, go check him out on his TikTok. You're going to find a ton of videos. You'll scroll for hours, man. It is just so much fun watching that young man. And he is going to grow. Absolutely.
Oh, of course. Well, I guess it's that time of the hour where we say goodbye. Excellent.
Bitch, I'm in the